Come to stand at the back of your mat, feet hip width apart. Lift the toes and spread them wide, and then ground down through all four corners of the feet. Take an inhale and a clearing exhale. On the inhale, raise the arms to the ceiling, and on the exhale, fold forward from the hips. Most people have some tightness in the hamstrings, and if that's you, the tighter you are, the more generous a bend in the knees you need. This will prevent a rounding in the spine and loading in the lower back. Use the exhale to sink your chest closer to your thighs. On the next inhale, interlace the hands behind the back and rest the hands on the tailbone. Inhale, lift the hands towards the ceiling, and on the exhale, soften through the belly. Inhale to fill, and on the exhale, reach the arms up and over the head, opening up through the front of the chest. Gently lower the hands to the tailbone, and then release the hands to the ground. Slightly straighten your legs, moving the stretch from the lower back into your hamstrings. Interlace the hands into opposite elbows, relax through your neck, and then maybe a gentle sway from side to side or front to back. Continuing to breathe deeply into the belly, and then on the exhale, softening through the upper body. Release your hands to the mat, look forward and begin to walk your hands towards the front of the mat into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide and ground down through your knuckles. Bring the feet hip width apart. And again, if you are tight in the hamstrings, a generous bend in the knees. We are trying to avoid the rounding through the back and are rather looking for length through your spine. This can also be achieved by drawing your sit bones towards the ceiling. On the next inhale, lift the heels, coming onto the tips of the toes. And on the exhale, sink the heels back into the mat. Inhale to lift. And exhale to sink. And another like this. You should feel a nice active stretch through the back of the legs, from the achilles through to the calves and maybe up into the hamstrings. On the next inhale, sweep your right foot up and back, and then on the exhale, plant it between your hands. Lower the back knee to the ground, and on the inhale, draw the fingertips towards the ceiling, pausing for the exhale. Be mindful of those knees of yours and fold the mat over if you need. On the inhale, bring your right hand to your hip, and then on the exhale, reach the left arm up and over the body for a side stretch. On the inhale, lift to center. Extend the arms to the ceiling, and on the exhale, plant the hands down either side of the foot. Tuck your back toes and see if you can draw your left knee back, and then flatten the back foot. Begin to straighten your front leg, folding forward and drawing your right toes towards the ceiling. If you're finding it difficult to reach the floor, find some books, create a stack either side, and then place your fingertips lightly on the books. You should feel that this stretches through the back of the right hamstring. If you have a slight bend in the right knee, this is fine, as the focus shouldn't necessarily be on what the pose looks like, but rather I want you to pay attention to how the pose feels in your body, and then find stillness and softness in this position. On the next inhale, begin to straighten your front knee, and then place your hands either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and step back to downward facing dog. From here, begin to pedal out through the legs, finding a nice stretch through the back of the calf muscle. As you straighten the leg, become heavy in your heel, sinking it towards the mat. And then in the opposite knee, a generous bend. On the inhale, sweep your left leg up and back, and on the exhale, step it between the hands. Lower your back knee to the ground. Inhale, raising the arms to the ceiling. Pausing for the exhale. Draw your tailbone towards the ground and then hug your legs together. On the inhale, bring your left hand to your hip, and then on the exhale, reach the right arm up and over. Make sure you continue to draw your tailbone towards the ground and find a nice opening through the front of the right hip. On the next inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling, and on the exhale, plant the hands down either side of the front foot. Tuck your back toe and try and wiggle your right knee back. From here, begin to straighten the front leg and fold the body forward. Try to plug your left hip back and draw your chest forward. If the front knee bends, once again, this is perfectly fine, as long as you're feeling the stretch through the back of the left hamstring. Relax through your shoulders. Allow the head to fall forward, and then begin to soften through your jaw. Gently begin to draw your gaze up and rebend the front knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee and step back to downward facing dog. Begin to straighten your right leg and then a generous bend in the left knee as you draw it across the body and turn your gaze underneath the right shoulder. Reverse, bending the right knee, straightening the left, looking under the left armpit. Do a couple more of these, dropping the hip from side to side, extending the stretch through the back of the leg. Pause in downward facing dog, and then when you're ready, begin to walk the hands up towards the feet into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the chest up. Exhale to fold, wrapping the hands around the calves. Inhale to lift, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, fold, drawing the chest to the thighs. Place your hands on your hips and push through the heels to stand. Release the hands beside the body, and you are all stretched out. Bye for now.